Skyline High School with Coach Ream after Saline pulls off, and actually we ended up winning it by 9 points. But it was a close game until 3 minutes left. Not the most crisp game you guys have ever played, but
sure.
what is it? How important is it to come out on the right end of those kind of grueling, tough games?
Yeah, no, it's really important. I just got done telling them, like, we learned a great lesson today. This was a great experience for us. Skyline's program's getting better and better and better. They got some talented folks, and they play their tails off. They play extremely, extremely hard. And we just happened to miss, like, our first 9 shots. I don't know how many shots we missed in the beginning. We almost went scoreless in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And so, like, that put us behind the 8 ball to get started with. But I'm proud of our resilience. And we have to learn how to do this. We're not just going to win, because we're Saline basketball. We have to show up and we have to compete. And Skyline gave us everything we could handle today. But I do have to say, I was just proud of the way that we bounced back. There were a lot of times where things went wrong and we could have just pouted, or we could have shrugged our shoulders, and we didn't do that. We kept fighting back, and in the end we made the plays to win. And you have to do that in a grueling 22 game season. There's got to be a game or two in there where teams coming for you and you have to get through an ugly game, and we did it.
Second and fourth quarter looked like a little bit more like Saline basketball. First and third, not so much. Talk to me a little bit about Kira Ream's looked like a 10-pointer. I mean, it wasn't, obviously. It was a 3-pointer, but it felt like a 10-pointer. Like that, you guys were only up by 1, but when she scored that, with 3 minutes left, put you up by 4, it felt like a lot for some reason.
Yeah, I was really proud of her because, in the second half, and a bunch of her shots she had missed. They looked great, but she had missed. And then it just felt like a weighted possession. And I give her credit, she was ready for the moment. So she was deep on it. And she was like, hands down, man down. I believe I'm going to drill this thing. And when she makes a 3 like that at that possession, you could see our chests puff out a little bit. And you could see the body language of our team say, okay, that's us. That's Saline. We got this. And so I'm really proud of her. That was a ginormous shot.
And how much of that was also due to the defense you guys played throughout the night, even when you guys tossed the ball away probably way too many times for your liking? You got back, you made shots, made it tough for them. Grace came back, and I think it was Grace came back and stole one on a 2-on-1 or something like that. How about the defense you guys showed throughout the evening? Yeah,
right. We didn't play our best offensive game, but defensively we held them to a low number of points, and we did our job. And I thought we rebounded at the end, and that was huge. And that play you talked about, that Grace, I remember there was a loose ball, and I'm like, oh no, everything's just going right for them. It's going right to them. They're going to get a layup, and all of a sudden Grace comes out of nowhere with extra effort to get that stop. And that was a huge one because we had a couple turnovers leading up to that, and then that really changed the momentum and turned it around for us.
And just how about this win after some, a tough stretch of basketball? You guys have won a couple in there, but not as many.
Well, we're just beat up, right?
Yeah.
Then Mila goes down and has to sit a bunch of the games. So we've got so many injuries right now. We're just fighting through this stretch, and I'm proud of our fight. And I can tell you one thing: we're not going to stop fighting.
Awesome, appreciate it. Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you.
Hey, could I get